Dear students, Namaskar. I hope that you're all well and must be excited for today's lesson. Today, we are going to discuss Chapter 7 of Science of Class 8, Conservation of Animals and Plants. Before starting with the chapter, we will recall what we have already studied. Name a few products which we get from forests. Gum, wood, medicines, resins are some of the products which we get from forests. Name a few wild animals which live inside a forest. Lion, tiger, elephant, bear, wolf are some of the wild animals which live inside a forest. We have also studied about the importance of plants in sustaining life on this earth. Now we shall see what we are going to learn today. Deforestation and its causes, consequences of deforestation, conservation of forest and wildlife, biosphere reserve, flora and fauna, endemic species, wildlife sanctuary, national park, red data book, migration, recycling of paper, reforestation. Children, first we will talk about deforestation and its causes. A great variety of plants and animals exist on earth. They are essential for the well-being and survival of mankind. Today, a major threat to survival of these organisms is deforestation. We know that deforestation means clearing of forests and using that land for other purposes. Trees in the forest are cut for some of the purposes such as procuring land for cultivation, building houses and factories, making furniture or using wood as fuel. Some natural causes of deforestation are forest fires and severe droughts. Children, now let us talk about consequences of deforestation. Remember that deforestation increases the temperature and pollution level on the earth. It increases the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Deforestation disturbs the balance in nature. Moreover, there will be increased chances of natural calamities such as floods and droughts. Fewer trees would mean that less carbon dioxide will be used up, resulting in its increased amount in the atmosphere. This will lead to global warming as carbon dioxide traps the heat rays reflected by the earth. The increase in temperature on the earth disturbs the water cycle and may reduce rainfall. This could cause droughts. Deforestation is a major cause which leads to the change in soil properties. Physical properties of the soil get affected by plantation and vegetation. Recall from previous class that how trees prevent soil erosion. Fewer trees result in more soil erosion. Removal of the top layer of the soil exposes the lower, hard and rocky layers. This soil has less humus and is less fertile. Gradually, the fertile land gets converted into deserts. It is called desertification. Deforestation also leads to a decrease in the water holding capacity of the soil. The movement of water from the soil surface into the ground is reduced. That means the infiltration rate is reduced. So, there are floods. So, it is necessary that we control deforestation. Children, now let us talk about another method of conserving forests. Do you know that it takes 17 full-grown trees to make 1 ton of paper? Therefore, we should save paper. Paper can be recycled 5 to 7 times for use. We should save, reuse used paper and recycle it. By this, we not only save trees but also save energy and water needed for manufacturing paper. Moreover, the amount of harmful chemicals used in paper making will also be reduced. Reforestation. The forest areas destroyed during deforestation must be restored by planting new trees. The planted trees should generally be of the same species which were found in that forest. We should plant at least as many trees as we cut. Reforestation can take place naturally also. If the deforested area is left undisturbed, it re-establishes itself. In natural reforestation, there is no role of human beings. We have already caused tremendous damage to our forests. If we have to retain our green wealth for future generations, plantation of more trees is the only option. This is called reforestation. Now, let us talk about methods of conservation of forest and wildlife. Biosphere. Biosphere is that part of the earth in which living organisms exist or which supports life. Biological diversity or biodiversity refers to the variety of organisms existing on the earth, their interrelationships and their relationship with the environment. To protect our flora and fauna and their habitats, protected areas called sanctuaries, national parks and biosphere reserves have been earmarked. Plantation, cultivation, grazing, felling trees, hunting and poaching are prohibited here. Sanctuary. Areas where animals are protected from any disturbance to them and their natural habitat. Sanctuaries are places where killing or poaching or capturing of animals is strictly prohibited. It is a pity that even protected forests are not safe because people living in the neighborhood encroach upon them and destroy them. National Park. Areas reserved for wildlife where they can freely use the habitats and natural resources. Biosphere Reserve. Large areas of protected land for conservation of wildlife, plant and animal resources and traditional life of the tribals living in that area. As you are aware that biodiversity is the variety of plants, animals and microorganisms generally found in an area. The biosphere reserves help to maintain the biodiversity and culture of that area. A biosphere reserve may also contain other protected areas in it, like national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. Flora and fauna. Some animals and plants typically belong to a particular area. The plants and animals found in a particular area are termed as flora and fauna of that area. Endemic species. Species is a group of population which are capable of interbreeding. Members of a species have common characteristics. Endemic species are those species of plants and animals which are found exclusively in a particular area. They are not naturally found anywhere else. A particular type of animal or plant may be endemic to a zone, a state, or a country. For example, wild mango is an example of the endemic flora of the Pachmadi Biosphere Reserve, and flying squirrel are endemic fauna of this area. Tiger is one of those species whose number is reducing at a very fast rate. Animals whose numbers are diminishing to a level that they might face extinction are known as endangered animals. Survival of some animals has become difficult because of disturbances in their natural habitat. With the objective of conservation of plants and animals, strict rules are implemented in national parks. Human activities like grazing, hunting, catching and killing of the animals, collecting fuel wood or medicinal plants is not acceptable. Small animals are much more in danger of becoming extinct than the bigger animals. At times, we kill snakes, frogs, lizards, bats and owls ruthlessly without realizing their importance in the ecosystem. An ecosystem is made of all the plants, animals and microorganisms in an area, along with non-living components such as climate, soil, river deltas, etc. Red Data Book. Red Data Book is the source book which keeps a record of all the endangered animals and plants. There are different Red Data Books for plants, animals and other species. Migration. Migratory birds fly to faraway areas every year during a particular time because of climate changes. They fly for laying eggs as the weather in their natural habitat becomes very cold and inhospitable. Birds who cover long distances to reach another land are known as migratory birds, and the phenomenon is known as migration. Children, now let us revise what you have learnt. Biodiversity refers to the variety of living organisms in a specific area. Endemic species are found only in a particular area. Endangered species are those which are facing the danger of extinction. Wildlife sanctuary, national park and biosphere reserve are names given to the areas meant for conservation and preservation of forest and wild animals. Plants and animals of a particular area are known as the flora and fauna of that area. Migration is the phenomenon of movement of a species from its own habitat to some other habitat for a particular time period every year for a specific purpose like breeding. Reforestation is the restocking of destroyed forests by planting new trees. Now I will ask you a few questions and I hope that you will be knowing their answers. My first question is, we should cut trees in a forest. Yes or no? So, what should be the answer? The answer is no. My next question is, Dash keeps the record of endangered species of all areas. And the right answer is Red Data Book. Dash is India's first conserved forest area. So, which is India's first conserved forest area? It is Satpura National Park. My next question is, deforestation leads to soil erosion. Yes or no? And the answer is yes. With this, we complete our chapter, and I hope that you all must have listened it carefully and understood it well. Children, stay home, stay safe, keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much.